politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Marty on the feed. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty.
Good morning, Rockingham, and welcome to the feed. It's Mike Smith. I'm here with Jenny Tolero Heidbrink.
Yep.
And Marty's off today. She's trying to get heat in the building and doing those sort of things. I don't understand why she needs heat in the building, you know? It's
No,
just
that's
like-
silly. That's silly.
Overrated.
We're in Vermont.
That's
Toughen it up.
Toughen
Right.
it up. So here we are. It's January 11th. This is the feed. Local events. Classic movie tonight is To Have and To Have Not. I think it's sponsored by the Village Square Booksellers. Classic. This is a classic. Lauren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart. I believe it was originally a To Have and To Have Not was a Hemingway book.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it's like it has all these classic elements to it. I think this is the famous whistle scene where you know how to whistle, don't you? Put your lips together and blow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. So coming to the theater this week is a Whitney Houston movie called I Want to Dance. Look forward to that. And today we're going to be talking about Parks Place, though, because we have our new executive director. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is great. We've been meaning to have Jenny on for a long time. She's a great local resource, and we actually go a long way, back a long way, because my son and her were close friends, and we've
Yeah.
grown up together.
Yep. All I remember, well, not all I remember, but I remember you guys had turtles, and I would go over to your house and see all the turtles because we weren't allowed to have turtles, and just because I'm not good with pets. But remember you guys had turtles, and that
Yeah.
always fascinated me. So
That's a long time ago.
That is.
Anyway, so tell me about Parks. First of all, why Parks Place? What?
Oh man, Parks Place has been near and dear to my heart. So I grew up here, like you were saying. So I've lived here. I'm 37, so I've lived here my whole entire life. And I graduated from Vermont Academy, and I went to Keene State to get my BA in developmental psychology, and then I got my graduate, my master's in mental health counseling. So I've always been in the social services world, and I've always worked alongside Parks Place. So it's always, been near and dear to me. So I as soon as this position opened up, I felt like it was just calling to me, because I know how much good Parks Place does.
It does. And it's been here for a while, and I don't know. We have a clip. Do we want to show the clip, and then we can come back and maybe talk to some of the
Yeah.
stuff we see in the
Absolutely.
clip, so people have an idea of what Parks Place is and what it looks like. So let's roll a clip. What an amazing place. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the setting is wonderful. It's right next to the school.
Yep.
Really classic Vermont building. Nice warm meeting.
Yeah,
spaces.
well, that was one of the reasons why that building was chosen, because Barbara Turnes and the other people who opened and developed Parks Place, they really wanted a building that wasn't cold or wasn't like
Yeah, when you want to welcome, like a
exactly like a home, like you're
Yeah.
coming home,
not
and
an
so that's
institutional building. yeah.
exactly. So that's why that house was chosen, because they wanted you to feel like you were coming home.
Ah, neat.
Yeah, we were very lucky.
Yeah, and the carriage house was just another place that was renovated,
Yes.
and now it's nice meeting spaces and
Beautiful. It's
Yeah,
beautiful. And
yeah.
we've been lucky enough to have a lot of different agencies utilize that building. So I worked for Youth Services for a little while, and we were housed up there, and it's an amazing space.
Mm-hmm.
It's an amazing space to have.
And that's you brought up a really good point. What is Parks Place, and why does it exist, and
Yeah.
why is it where it is? So
Sure. So I'll start with just a little bit of background history. So our mission at Parks Place is to really open up opportunities for people and become a resource for families and individuals in the Greater Falls community. We opened our doors in 1995, but we were the concept was developed in 1992. Basically, it was a group of teachers, providers, and community members that noticed a gap in services, particularly in this area. As we know, a lot of the state agencies are either in Brattleboro or Springfield, and it's not consistent. So one family might be receiving services in Brattleboro, and another family may be receiving the exact same services, but out of the Springfield office. So one of our roles at Parks Place is to really be able to bring those providers to the families or to the individuals that are receiving those services. And we all know that there's a transportation issue too in this area. So really trying to lessen that burden of families having to find rides, gas money to get to their providers.
Oh, and spend that time.
Absolutely.
You're talking about an extra hour a day to go to receive services either in Springfield or Brattleboro.
Absolutely.
It's just not. People aren't going to go, and if you want people to receive services, you really have to provide them where they are.
Right, exactly. That's exactly the point. Yep. So a little bit of what we offer, and I think some people know what we offer, but a lot of the times I get the feedback of, Parks Place is a great place. Like, they do an amazing thing for the community. But when I ask, what is exactly that we do that you find amazing? Sometimes it's challenging they're kind of like, well, we know that you're there and we know that you work with the schools. But we have actually a lot of other things that we're doing as well. So not only do we provide a space for providers, but we also have walk-in services. So we have a fax machine, we have a copier, we have a printer. So if you ever have, anything that you need faxed or copies of something, we're available to do that for you. We also, my office manager, so she, not only does she do the managing of different things in the office, but she's also considered our resource coordinator. So if there's somebody out there who needs to fill out state applications for food stamps or fuel assistance, she can help you do that. She can also provide you with a landlord list. She has applications for housing. She can also do warm handoffs. So if somebody comes in and wants to learn more about Turning Point, she's available to help kind of assist that communication.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We have a computer lab, so if anybody needs to use a computer, you're welcome to come in and use that. And we also have our diaper bank. So I don't know how many people know about our diaper bank, but basically anybody can come in and ask for diapers, ranging from newborn to pull-ups. And we also have wipes as well available. Let's see. And then we also have some programming that's kind of in the works. And I feel like that's new to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because normally you provide space for others to provide programs. right?
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. And we are grant funded, and we're also funded by private donations. But a lot of grants now, they don't want to fund operating costs. They really want to fund programs. So we're looking at building more programs out of Parks Place. We're going to be collaborating with Sojourns and UVM to provide nutritional cooking classes out of that
Wow.
amazing kitchen that you saw. We're
Yeah,
updating it right now. We are in the works with Main Street Arts and WNESU's after school program, as well as the library. We're coming up with a pilot program for youth in this area.
Yeah.
So it's really at its infancy,
Right,
but we're
right.
we're hoping that maybe summer, fall, we can come up with something for the youth, middle school age.
So when you talk about the nutrition and cooking program, what's the vision on that? Is it like everyday cooking idea that, here's where you need to, like, I don't want to call it survival cooking,
Sure.
but it really is. I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of kids today, and a lot of young adults don't know how to cook at all.
Sure. So UVM has a great nutritionist that actually comes out, and I believe she's worked with schools before, and she's going to be just doing some cooking classes. I believe it's going to be like once a week, and you can sign up for those classes, and she'll walk through steps on what are some nutritional dinners that you can serve yourself or your family.
Yeah, neat. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, and we're lucky to have the kitchen to provide that for them. We're also looking at programs for children ages 0 to 5 and their families. So maybe some play groups. We're working with Greater Falls Connections right now to discuss some future programming. And then right now we're partnering with Springfield Supportive Housing for the Homeless Awareness Day on January 19th. So we will be collecting donations.
Oh, okay, that's an important.
Yes, yes. So on the 19th, you can bring new sweaters, jackets, sleeping bags, mittens, hats, gloves. They also ask for personal items, so like soaps or shampoos. I often collect the shampoo or soap from hotels.
Sure, yeah.
And those are great to have on hand to give out. And they said like chargers too for phones. I even think of that as well. So or power banks. So you're welcome to bring those to us on the 19th.
And that will be a program that's occurring on the 19th at Parks Place?
Yes. So we are a donation location for that day. So there's other locations around the area, but we are actually going to be the one in Bellows Falls.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, we're really excited, and we just ask that things are limited to that day and
Right.
don't leave anything outside because
Sure.
we get a lot of donations, which I think people do it to be nice, but then we sometimes have to get rid of them and things like that. So. And I'm going to piggyback on that a little bit and put my Bellows Falls Opera House hat
okay.
on just for a minute. And the Bellows Falls Opera House is actually going to be also collecting donations.
Is it like the fill the seats sort of thing, or no?
Not really. So on the 18th and the 20th, since we're not open on the 19th, if you bring in one of those items that I just listed, new condition, we will be offering 50-cent popcorns.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you bring in a pair of mittens, you can get a popcorn for 50 cents, a small one. Yep. So taking the hat off. And then I need to send a big thank you. We just finished our holiday gift program, and that was a collaboration between Chroma, the Bellows Falls Rotary, Westminster Fit Body Boot Camp, employees at Faith Toyota Ford, Wyndham Northeast, American Legion Auxiliary, and many, many local citizens. We were able to provide gifts to around 200 children in this area. Yeah. And that ranged from 0 to senior.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, we feel very lucky.
How do you generate those lists? The teachers or?
Yeah, so we worked with two two agencies. So we worked with Reach Up. So they were able to give us names of families who, could use those donations. And then for the schools, we worked with the Home to School Liaisons, WNSU Home to School Liaisons, and they provided us with names of families as well. And the McKinney-Vento Homeless Liaison as well. So.
That's
Yeah.
really pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I had
we're very
forgotten
lucky.
the close connection with the schools. I had known of the social agent, the social network agency sort of networking,
Yeah.
but the school part is really amazing.
It's very important. And again, the location right next to the Central Elementary School, Carrie Kennedy, we talk maybe once or twice a week just to kind of check in and see how we can help support each other.
Yeah.
We also have a fund for students or children who are interested in doing activities. So if they're interested in doing T-ball, we can provide a little bit of funding towards those activities.
Yeah.
So we often reach out to Laura Hazard, the principal at Saxons River, or Carrie Kennedy to see if there's any families that could use that funding as well.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
So what other, I guess one of the new, and maybe I'm way out of date because I'm not that much in touch, but isn't, I forgot what it's called, in the carriage house now you have, I dropped it there.
Sure. No, Turning Point.
Turning Point.
Yes, Turning Point. Yes.
Because it's for years we've actually had Mike Johnson and some other people in and talk about Turning Point, but it was always Turning Point in Brattleboro or Turning Point in Springfield. But now there is an actual physical Turning Point, Bellows Falls. That's pretty amazing.
We are very lucky to have Turning Point housed at Parks Place. They're a wonderful resource. They also have AA and NA meetings in the carriage house as well. So yes, they are an amazing addition to our community.
Yeah. So did they have service? Are they running services out of there too? Like they're it's not sponsors, but the recovery coaches. And things like that.
Yep. And actually, our office manager is a certified recovery coach as well.
Oh.
Yeah, we're very lucky to have her.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, so they do run services out of there. They meet with individuals. Again, Parks Place is looking to be that first stop shop. So when we have somebody who's interested in learning more about recovery, it's great to have somebody right there to be able to say, hey, look, we want to introduce you to this person, or we want to show you around, come see what it's all about. So we're very lucky. And it
Great.
follows our mission as well.
So are you ever looking for volunteers or people to do things? Or?
Yeah. So I just want to quickly say though, we
Okay,
also
sorry.
have Greater Falls Community or Greater Falls Connections upstairs.
Oh,
I don't know if you've
yes, yeah.
had them here. And then we also have Springfield Supportive Housing upstairs as well. So they're available. Yeah, so if you want to come into Parks Place and you want to help, great. We always need volunteers. We take donations. We take monetary donations. So if you want to give a donation, if you want to become a monthly donor, you can go to our website and sign up that way. A lot of that goes to operating costs or programming. So we always that's always available, or new programs that we're trying to build. We accept diaper donations, so anywhere between newborn to pull-ups.
Yeah, that's a constant flow. It must be, right?
Yes.
It's because we were in filming the other day, and I noticed that there were diaper stations.
Yes. And a lot of families, well, not a lot of families, but some families have allergies, so we have to also ask for Pampers and Huggies and things like that. So and especially size 5 and up too. So those are a couple of things that we're specifically looking for.
Oh, okay.
And then we take in-kind donations, so cleaning products, paper products, if anyone ever wants to donate those items. And the First Baptist Church of Bellows Falls, I just heard the other day, their First Friday Supper fundraiser for February. The profits are going to be going to us.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So 5:30, February 3rd, and it's a pasta dinner. So that's also a great way to help Parks Place.
So we're down to about 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And yeah,
By fast.
we talked about this before. So it really goes by fast. So in those final 3 minutes, maybe you want to refresh people's memory as to what the phone number is, what the website is,
Yep.
where you're located.
Sure. So our website is parksplacevermont, spelled out.com. We're at 44 School Street Extension. Come visit us. We'd love to give you a tour. We would love, to show you around, tell you about more of the providers that visit our site. We have Vermont Department of Labor coming back, which is awesome. So yeah, come in. We'd love to give you some information and have you, be our ambassadors. Go out and spread the word.
So Vermont Department of Labor is going to have did they do so many days a week?
Yeah,
or?
they're going to come in every Friday, and they'll have open office hours. So if anyone is in need of, some job skills or training or resume writing, they're going to be there and available. So
that's great.
Yeah. So I'd love to give, people more information and send you out and spread the word. So
That's great. Jenny, I
Yeah.
want to thank you for coming on. This has been really a treat for me. Like I said, we've known each other for a long time, and it's just nice to have you on. I'd like to have you back here in a little bit and put your other hat on, and we can talk about all of the fun things that are happening at the theater, which
that
is
would
just
be great. Yeah.
I don't actually know how you do as much as you do in the time that you do it, because it's just amazing to me that you could, because there's two major projects, the theater and plus your mom. So
Yes. Well, I don't do it alone. I have some wonderful teams behind me.
Okay.
So I feel honored and yeah.
Sure, I'll buy that. No, thank you again.
Thank you.
I think that's all the time we have for this week. We'll see you next week on the feed. Bye, community.
Local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Mike.